Hey guys, Kenny Master here again. Well, found another. Last night I was watching a Twitch streamer who's a controller, Vatsim controller, and he's like, "Hey, come on down. We got a couple HI-ILS approaches here." So I looked him up, and last night I did one, and it's pretty interesting. So I'm gonna pull the chart over here. And I'll show you what it is. So it was at Jacksonville, Kilo Juliet Alpha X-ray, HI-ILS, localizer runway 8. And it really caught my attention because it reminded me of the one at Gulfport. And I'll pull that up here. If you guys remember that video. If you remember that one, we had to make this right turn. It was about a 45-degree turn or something to intercept the localizer. Well, this one, it's a little more than 45 degrees. And also, you don't have DME. You just have localizer. You'd have glide slope if your plane has it, but the Talon doesn't. But anyway, I'll show you another reason why I want to bring this up is because there is an event coming up. This Daytona 500 fly-in, and so this controller is HI-15TD. He normally controls in Boston, but he's from the Jacksonville area and flies in real life there. So he's going to be controlling. So I thought, hey, get on there, bug him. So I'll post a link to this event in the description. Also a link to HI's Twitch channel. He's a young guy, normally controls ZBW. Go bug him. Tell him Kenny sent you to bug him. He'll get a good laugh out of it. And it was also really his fault because he's the one who introduced me to these procedures. So he asked for this because I bombed this big time. I flew through the localizer because this turn here, follow my mouse, the one on the right side. Well, I'll point out this other one. So this has 3 HI-ILS approaches, and there's a high tack end. 2.6 is a doozy. And that's actually the real world winds are favoring this, but I did not want to do it. I wanted to recreate the one I did last night. But you can see how you have to... the way we intercept the localizer on these two, that's interesting. 1.4 is not different, but with the Talon, if you guys have used it, if you've seen my previous videos, there's a lot of work to do. That it's easy to get caught up in it and lose track of where you are. So I'm going to close out 2.6, and I'll talk about this approach here. So right now, I pause the sim. I'm just crossing the Elma VOR. And what we're going to do is we're going to fly on the 154 outbound radial for 47.9 miles to intercept the 316 outbound radial from Craig. The Craig Vortac. I keep saying VOR, but you guys hopefully know what I mean when you see a Vortac. And then at 28 DME, we're going to start a DME arc. And you'll notice we need to cross Biggs at 16,000 and then descend down to at or above 4,000. So we got, what is that, 10, that's 14 miles to be at or above 4,000. And then here we have to be at least 2,000. The arc itself isn't bad. Now, my first 2 attempts, what happened was I blew through the localizer. Because this one, unlike the one at Gulfport, it doesn't actually give you a mileage here. I mean, it kind of does. If I'm reading this correctly, Hoppy, this is a fix, an initial fix at 22.1 DME. But then we also have, what is this? This is YIC2, where we make the turn from the DME arc to intercept the localizer. That's 2A. So if I'm looking at it right, that's 6 miles. Now, why I blew through it the first 2 times, I don't know. If I was multitasking, I know when I did it on Vatsim High, he called me. He's like, you blew through the localizer. I'm like, yeah, I know, and I'm turning left to rejoin. I already knew I blew through it, but if I was oversaturated with my workload, that I blew through it. But it was just bad last night. I was fast, I was high, but I was able to salvage it, get it out, and land it. But there's a lot of work going on, and like I said, this isn't just a 90-degree turn. So we're at 287, in this case, you're making a 90-degree turn to join the 287 radio. Then you're turning another 30 degrees to join the 257 outbound radio. So that's that's a 120 degree turn. And I think that's why I was blowing through it, is because I was just being very casual on my turn, because the one at Gulfport was very specific on the 4 miles, and maybe I had a slosh track, maybe I was going fast, but that's why I wanted to recreate this. I wanted to redeem myself. Like I said, we got a good laugh out of it, and I don't know, the things we find. So there's that. So now I'll pause it. I'll walk you through it. So right now I'm on the 115.1 Alma Vortac, and that's the one where we have to fly 47.9 miles to intercept the 316 radio from Craig. So I'm going to unpause it. And I actually have something to talk about, some filler talk. This is my fourth attempt. So the first attempt was last night. I did a non-recorded attempt earlier, and then the third attempt I recorded it. Like I said, it stopped recording halfway through because GeForce Experience decided that it needed an update, and then it just stopped recording too. And I didn't realize it till after I landed. So, lovely. I overshot that one. So just remember, we need to be at or above 1/6,000 on this stretch, and then once we get to Biggs, which was like 47.9 or DME, then we descend to at or above 4,000, and that, what did we have? What did I say? 12 or 14 miles we had to do that. And the reason it's night is because I wanted to at least recreate that part of last night. The winds are not favoring this in real life, so that's why I'm using custom weather, calm winds. But it was also done at night. And this green light, this gets to you after a while. You try doing this for like 1,500 miles, even 1,000 miles. This green light gets to my eyes. It's like, ugh. But it's also the only way to see. I mean, I can turn it off and show you. Well, I have the lights turned off. Crap. Trust me, even with the lights on, they're not that bright. So that's why at night I always have the infrared. So yeah, this is going to be kind of a little bit of a boring part, I guess. We got another 25 miles. I got the Craig VOR on standby. We'll be flipping to that to join that 316 Alpine radio. And again, I'm doing this so you can see the whole procedure, because if this one, because I was told, because remember the Gulfport, was it the Gulfport one or whatever, the S3 that I controller that I talked to said it was preferred to start at those VORs if you see them like that on the chart. And it's also kind of neat because it gives you time to review the procedure, get the plane configured, and yes, it's a little bit further, but long run, it's actually not bad. It helps me. And I don't know, I might have, this thing is awfully twitchy today. I've configured the joystick. I might have to go into the window settings because I'm at calm winds right now. This thing should not be this freaking twitchy, and I cannot get it trimmed decent. And I don't know, maybe it is the stick. I know that's the stick is the sensors. I don't know, when I look at it and when I go to calibrate it, it's. But this is the Gladiator too. This has the plastic gimbals, not the metal. And it's at 33. Alright, let's set the heading bug here. Then let's flip over to the Craig VOR and the 316 outbound radio. Hopefully my audio is a little bit better. Apparently I did not have it on the highest volume. I was like one notch lower, and then there was a boost setting. I'm trying that. Remember, so we're at 6,000. So once we hit 42 DME, that's when we can start descending to at about 4,000. So I'm also going to start slowing down here too. Might as well, because we're going to be picking up speed when we descend. Stay at 6,000. We're at 44 DME. And then once we get established on that, then I will move my heading buck to get set up for the DME arc. Okay, 42 DME. Let's start descending. So we need to be on the. We're going to be heading tree 16. So I'm going to set the heading bug to. So tree 16 minus 90. That would be 226. So I think that's 220. Looks like 221, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Sending there a little quicker than I wanted to. Oh, and then also get the ILS frequency in, which is 110.7. And like I said, this one has a lot going on here. We could. Oh man, I'm speeding. Jeez. All right, I got full speed brakes now. Speed brakes 2. Yeah, we're at tree DME. 5 more miles. Then we start the arc. You can see the airport off there in the distance. Okay, let's bring it back to speed brakes 1, because I'm still at idle. Yeah, getting close. Tree 0 DME. Still a full idle. Okay, I'm going to go speed brake 0. Because when we turn, we're going to start bleeding off speed. So we're at 290. I'm going to start my turn. And then we also start descending to, well, I'm above 4,000, but we want to be at oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice, that was turn 10. Still, and I'm also trying to get her trimmed. Going faster than I want to. And then trimmed her too much. So now she's coming back up. Yeah, this one I'm probably just half-assing this one because I'm kind of frustrated that I have to do it again. Sorry. I thought about doing it tomorrow, but I was like, nah, let's just get it over with. Okay, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So turn 10, twist 10. I remember that we want to intercept the 287 radial, and it's going to go pretty quick once we join that to intercept the localizer. Now here we're fine because in this stretch it's between at or above 2,000 until we get to HI-ILS or whatever, however that's pronounced. I'm at about 205 knots right now. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. So there's the turn 10 or turn 9, twist 9, and like I said, this is the one where we got to be on the ball. So the approach course is 077, and for that little bit of stretch there, we're going to be flopping in the breeze to intercept the localizer. Trying to get her trimmed back up and maintain some speed. Like I said, we're fine as long as we're above 2,000 here. Okay, gonna start turning to get on that radial. As soon as we get on it, we're gonna want to switch over to the localizer and get established on that. Because like I said, she's gonna come quick. Yeah, see, I'm already overshooting, going a little slow there, so alright, now I need to be on the 077. And hopefully I'm where I'm supposed to be, and the heading else that I had left it on. The way I have my heading bug set up, it would have been nice to have it there. Yeah, see, now here I seem to be fine. I'm not blowing through it. And sure, I was going probably about 250 knots the first two attempts, but boy, for me to blow through it the way I did, boy, I must have really had myself oversaturated with the workload and looking at the charts and not paying attention. It's very easy to do with this one, and then with the Talon, when you only have a single frequency, the one VOR to go off of, this thing is it's really is meant to be screwed up, and it's interesting because it's a plane that has does not have tolerance. The real world pilots, they say it's an unforgiving plane. I see them starting to intercept it. This is good. Hi, if you're watching, this is what I was trying to do. I'm going to send you the link. This is what I was trying to do that first night. How I blew through it the way I did, I have no idea. But this time I'm picking it up. And this is the easy one. Go do the 2.6. You guys saw the turn on that one we had to make, which I haven't tried yet. But dang. Alright, so we're plenty high. Here we had to be at or above what, 2,000. And then when we get to hop hev, then see, top hev is at or above 2,000. And if you get to the LOM NDB, then it's at or above 1,900. I think that's what that is. I'm going to start trimming down, bring the speed back. Probably drop the gear now. Let's see if I can hold her steady and don't let her pitch down. I am the worst at trying to compensate for that pitch. It's even worse when I drop the flaps, because the way I have the joystick setting, I have that shallow curve. It's at about 170 knots. A little low. Very low. Oh, I didn't give her gas quick enough. I mean, and let's drop flaps 1. Shouldn't have. I'm not gonna. Whoa. See how she picks her up there. I'm not gonna do a flaps 2 landing. Damn. See, it's easier for me to compensate well, as bad as I am at compensating for the gear, the flaps I have a harder time. Oh wow. God damn. Just about stalled here. Damn it, I'm at 150 knots. Oh, I am getting so lazy with this flight. Like I said, last night I was able to salvage it and get about a 187 landing out of it, as bad as the approach was. Got 165 knots. And now we're a little high. Make your predictions. Don't stall on me, damn it. Wow. Yeah, I felt her stalling, so I had to give her some gas, and then that little bobble happened, and there we go. And then she wouldn't flare when I wanted her to. That's why it's best to come in hot with this damn thing. God damn it. That was horrible. But at least it wasn't minus 700. You know, if you guys see me on Twitch, you say that all the time. Minus 700. But, I'll take last night's landing over this one. Anyway, there you go, guys. Go check it out. It's the HI-ILS approach runway 8. Or 26, that one's a doozy too, at Jacksonville. Kilo Juliet Alpha X-Ray. If you're still here, thanks for watching. Later, guys.